Hello everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. So it's Sunday and it is Scrappy Sunday. Scrappy? I said that before. Scrappy Sunday. So I'm going to use some paper scraps to make some interesting embellishments with some buttons today. So I've been wanting to do this on camera for a while. It is something I had to go at once a long time ago, and never did it again since. And then every now and then I remember it and just never get around to doing it. So they are I've got some here, let me have a look. So the scraps we're using are book pages. So some of them are out of my scrap box, but I have to admit some of them are also out of my book page box, which is still kind of scraps, isn't it? Because the pages from books that have been gutted for some reason or another. And some thin strips of music paper, which is also from my scraps box. So yeah, we are scrapping and we are making some of these. I've just done these 4 before I came on camera, just to kind of remind myself. I'm thinking I might want them a bit bigger than that as well, but so they are literally just discs of paper, inked round. That one's got 3 because it's got a vellum in it, inked round, and then a button. I mean, these are the ones I've always made before with the button on. That's got a button brad through it, and that's just got a piece of bling stuck on it. And I'm thinking I'm going to try and make some big ones. It's hard when you're nibbling at book page to which is why I got the full pages out to make, bigger circles. But I have got some ready threaded buttons, ready threaded go. So they are vintage buttons, they're not new buttons. I think they just add a bit of, oops, I haven't got anything in them. Add a bit of something extra, don't they, when they're, when they're vintage, really. I'm just seeing if I've got one here that I can thread up just to show you what I did. I know it's it's not rocket science, but it's really simple. So if you get quite strong thread, I've got like crochet thread. This is a real strong cotton thread. Anything like that. I mean, you can do it with ordinary thread if you use a needle, but I find it a pain using a needle, and threading it is my issue. So all I do is get it from the bottom up and from the bottom up, if you see what I mean. Just put a bit through. I maybe got a big bit there, but I've got big fingers, I need a little bit of room. So you're tying it on top, so it doesn't look like it's stitched until you tie it. When you tie it, and I always do 2 knots just to make sure it doesn't come undone, and then trim it. And I don't trim it too close, but you can if you want to make it look like a threaded button. Now I've got buttons here, vintage buttons here of clothing and things that I've still got, that's been ripped off its clothes or whatever it was on, because there's still a part of the fabric behind it as well. You can see. I won't have to do anything with that one because it's already I'll leave it on there. It's a bit bobbly at the back though. I could do with that fabric out of it. Yeah, at least when I thread them myself, they're nice and thin. I mean, that will be alright. That thick fabric on the back will be fine on a cluster or something like that, but maybe not on these. Well, it depends if you mind them fat or not. I mean, they are only thin, lightweight paper. The only bulk is whatever you put on the top. So if you've not got a lot of, I mean, it's a beautiful shell one, look. If you've not got a lot of room, just put a really thin, tiny slither of a button or bling or whatever it is you want to put on them. You'll still be able to have them. So let's make some. I'm finding what I need to do is darken them a lot round the edge. I wish I had some black soot ink. Now I have got my stays on, but I've not really got a dauber for it. I haven't worked out the way to get a big circle yet, so it kind of needs to be square before you start. I'll just keep nibbling round and round until it's circular-ish, but then I don't know why it doesn't have to be circular, does it? Well, then it's tiny. I mean, that's an oval, isn't it? Right, the little tiny bits I am throwing, otherwise I'm going to be inundated with tiny scraps. So and I liked that piece of vellum that I used there, so let's use the rest of the page up, seeing as I've dug it out. Ooh. Well, that's easier to rip big. I had to make that smaller because it was going inside, so yeah, a big vellum piece at the back would be nice. It's just I like to see the text through the vellum. I'm going to put another one on the top, so I'm going to make this a 3 again. I just wanted to try and make one a little bit bigger. So yeah, they don't have to be circular at all. I've got myself in a rut there thinking, mind, not that they are circular, are they? But yeah, I was nibbling away trying to get them kind of circular. Yeah, so you know, I like the really dark edge on them. Now the music paper I found, because I did tear it off this piece, this is quite big music paper. Oh, that's better. I was going to say you want something that's quite, I think, busy. Right, I've tried to leave the camera a bit closer in because you don't need a wide view. What happened there? See, that looks busy, doesn't it? But as I've taken a chunk out of it, it's not as busy as you think. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Because it needs to be smaller than that. Was that the busy side? I need a bit more off, so let's take some of this white off here. I mean, it's fun sitting here nibbling bits of paper, and yeah, I think it would be a good idea to sit and do lots of rounds, sit and, you know, nibble out lots of rounds of paper before you start putting them together, because then you'd have a variety to choose from, wouldn't you? Rather than, maybe we'll do that. Shall we do a little bit of mass make and we've done this one? Yeah, you get more of a variety to choose. I mean, that's going to be covered anyway, isn't it? Shall we put a biggish, oh no, that's too much, a big-ish button on it? Yeah, so you can see it's music paper. And then literally, I'm on the last dregs, as you know, of my Fabri-Tac. Now I am filming before I go away. I wasn't sure, whoops. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, but I am. It was such a long video that I did for Saturday for you. My goodness. I got phone calls and things. I didn't know how long I was filming. A long time is the answer. Oh, you're just going to keep running and running, aren't you? I can see. I'm going to have trouble now, even though there's next to nothing in you. That's probably why, because there's next to nothing in it. Okay. Now obviously the button is going to take a little while to attach on there with the Fabri-Tac, but it will do. Oh, I don't want too many with the same colour vellum. I'm wondering if I've got my pad here, look. I'm wondering if to use I've got a plain green, I have, look. A couple of different colours of vellum. I'm not going to do them all with vellum, but let's do some mass, like I said, some mass circle tearing, shall we? And then let's just pop those over there. Don't know if you can still see them. And then we can choose which bits we want to put where from what we've got. Right, I'm only going to get one out of there. Yeah, it does use quite a lot of paper actually, so I mean, I'm short on paper, as you know. Not for those of you that are new. Yeah, that's a very interesting shape, Denise. I'm sure. See, I did think about doing that in a semicircle, but then I squeeze it so hard I end up with a. Oh. I don't suppose it matters. A line down the middle. I mean, yeah, I wasted all that paper, really, didn't I? Let's. I know. What about? I'm wondering about some fancy. Excuse me. Fancy cutting scissors is what I'm looking for. There's several pairs in there. Let's see if this might. I mean, they only need to be raggedy around the edge, I guess, to grab the ink. Or I don't know. Maybe it is that I want them to look torn. Let's ink one and see what we think. I don't hate it. It's a bit of a uniform cut, isn't it, compared to this one. Yeah, so after that long video I was saying, wasn't I, yesterday, this is, because I'm doing it before I go away, this is not going to be that long. I know some of you are saying, oh, Oh, I'm going to do a little tiny one out of this scrap and see what happens. Not so tiny, was it? Whoops. Not so circular either. Yeah, these would be lovely with dark, different coloured inks around them. Okay, so I've got 3. Let's not waste all this vellum. Some of these smaller pieces I can use for other things. Music, 3 music ones, yeah. I don't know what the trick is to tearing circular. Is there one? That's not too bad actually. Well, it's not circular, but it's not a bad shape, is what I meant. So I'll have one of those. Right, some of this lovely dark book page. Let's see then if I can create a See, when you do it like that, it's symmetrical, isn't it? I don't know that I necessarily want them symmetrical now. I think just the tearing, just the actual nibbling away is the key to it. Not that there's anything wrong with sitting nibbling away. It's quite therapeutic. We do like to have a nice lazy Sunday, don't we, playing with our scraps. Those of you that are here with me regular. Yeah, I'm quite good at ovals and strange love heart shapes. Not so good at circles. Right, let's try turning more square. Oh, I wouldn't say it's better, but it is still it's still that shape. Try some different paper. Let's try some more white, because obviously you want different colours to they're inked, they're not. To contrast, and I guess I want a couple of smaller ones as well. So this is a French Reader's Digest. Ooh, yeah, maybe it depends on the paper as well, because that's torn really well. That kind of went where I wanted it to. Good old Reader's Digest. Of course you can do these out of your digitals, your scrapbooking paper, anything. I just like the look of the book page, apart from the fact that I'm using up I need to use up book page because I'm gutting books for their covers or for space and yeah, yes, I've got a lot of what they call, doesn't sound very pleasant, but book guts. Do you have another green one? Because we've got 2 of a smaller one. Oh, I've got some cut here, look. Yeah, we've got 2 of the salmony brown and a small one. Not very much mass making, am I? I've done 2 of everything. Oh, I've done 3 music. Yeah, I suppose you kind of need to know your sizes, don't you? Let's have a look what's going on. That one's nice on there because they're both very odd shapes. My own camera. She says, as usual, they're both big. That needs a big, big one under it. You're a bit small. Yeah, perhaps you do need to do them for each piece. Look, they're all kind of the same size as are both of those. Isn't that interesting? If I'd tried to do something the same size, I never would have managed it. Let's have some darkish. Oh, that's good. See if I can get a really big one out of this for that one then. And I said I wanted to do a big one, so nibble, nibble, smaller, smaller. Yeah, I feel that's too small now. Get some ink on this because it changes it entirely. yeah, I've packed my, I've got some blue ink and some green ink, otherwise I would be using them around here, making some coloured ones. So when I come back from my hauls, that is, I think, what I will be doing. Some more of these with some different coloured ink. Right, just get rid of that and that. Just getting rid of the plain edge, and then kind of want something for in there, so a circle would be nice. Just try and do a circle. Are we big enough? Plenty big enough. Yeah. Super. Yeah, I do quite like them just with two as well, so I'm going to go back to just some two. So we'll use these vellum ones up, and then we'll do a couple that's just a two. So that's a vellum one, here's a little vellum one. You want a teeny tiny circle on you. We want a white one, don't we? So thumb size, that was easier. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm going to want a little tiny button on you. Yeah, it'd be nice with some, you know, bling. I've got lots of bling from Angie in my cupboard over here that will make some lovely. Oops, that's a nice big fat one, isn't it? Little teeny tiny one I did, didn't I? Oops, there we go. See what we want now. Let's do a couple of just twos. No, not that one. See, once you put vellum behind it, you miss it, don't you? I think it's just that it's not the right size. Let me just get a piece the right size. It might make all the difference. And a completely different shape would be good if you can create one, Denise. Yeah, maybe two different coloured inks, I don't know. Would be nice. Getting this one nice and dark so it really shows up on that. Yeah, all the back ones are dark ones, aren't they? I haven't tried a white one. Oh, there's a nice multicoloured. That one. See, that's still the same size as that. I'm not doing them any different sizes. I think it needs a bigger piece. Okay, let's try again. It's harder than you think. Oh, I'm panting well lately, I've noticed. Just ink it and see, because it is now nice and big. But if I put a decent sized button on it, I'm just thinking it would be nice with some of that net bling as well, wouldn't it? To bling it up if you wanted a different look, Christmassy look or something. Yeah, that might be nice with a bigger one on it now. No. Do I want a bigger button? It's a bit roundy at the back, that one. Piece of bling. Scissors. Oops. I'm now wondering about a piece of music as well. See if we can get that nice and dark. Oops. Around the edge would be good, Denise. Oh, I have got my black stays on ink actually, thinking, but I've not got a dobber for it. Started. Get rid of some bits. That one's being stood up now. Let's see if this one's. Oh yeah. You don't need much. I mean, probably my glue stick would do for the the papers. It's just either the button or the bling that probably needs a good strong or fabric glue. Of course, I don't suppose they have to be central either. You could do some off to one side, like all embellishments that I make. Oh, thought you were done. The possibilities are endless. If you know how to change them and make them your own, should you wish. Yeah, so these will be nice page decorations. They'll be nice ephemera decorations, you know, like on tags or envelopes, closures. You could even put them on front of journals. Let's get the buttons off here and put all these on, because they just show up nicely, don't they, on that, I think, on that green background. Ooh. Right, I like this tiny button. Let's get this one done. I hadn't really thought about how many I was going to make. I've still got 2, 4, 6, 7, still got, yeah, 7. This one's going on. Still got 7 buttons, so threaded. Not that I have to use them, but why not? I like a bag full of something when I make it, so that apart from anything else, I can find it again when I'm looking for it. I put them away in places and then forget where I've put them. I did the same with the yeah, a few videos ago. I made some backed some of my words and made, you know, put them on fancy backings, and I couldn't find them anywhere after I'd done them, and I found them today looking for something else. They were just nice and neatly away in a bottle. No, they weren't in a bottle, they were in a tin. Right, let's try some different shaped ones, seeing as the circles all turn out the same size regardless of what size paper I start with. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm thinking this dark button here. Let's just do a 3. Oops. You're at it now. That's both bottles erupting. Must be the weather. Or the emptiness, because they're both at the bottom of their levels. Oh, nice ashtrays. We've got ashtrays in there. So, different shape. We've not used this one, have we? It's really tiny writing. So, again, let's go for an oblong instead of a. I quite like that against that one. I'm wondering about a little bit of this. And yeah, not even trying to do it circular now, because I'm wondering about. No, I don't like it. I don't like them that oblongy, not circular-y enough. Let's see if I can still keep it a decent size. Might look better if this is inked. Of course, you can make them with exact circles with your we've done that several times, haven't we, with your punch. Cut out the circles and do them like that. I don't think I've done them with buttons on. No, I haven't. Well, I haven't filmed them, you know, proper circles with buttons on. So that kind of mimics that. And that one goes in the opposite. Yeah, let's do that then. Oh, come on. You can see I've got 2 laid here. Oh, yes. Thank you. You've got a nice blob on the end. Let's get rid of that. Ah, that's not pleasant. I'll just leave it on my finger to dry because it'll come off easier when it's dry a bit. Be able to rub it a bit. Whereas at the minute, I shall just be spreading it around everywhere. It'll dry in a minute or two. Is that the one I had on there? I had a feeling it was music. Was it the music one I had? I would have liked the music. Off you come. Oh! It's got like a thread on it and it's not letting go. Yeah, that's better. I don't know if it was the music I had originally, but... Right, I should be able to rub that off now. Or in. Yeah, it's not spreading anyway. That's the main thing. Right, do I want a bit of a pink one? I've got a nice green one. Do I like the green with the green? We've got a green with green there, so we'll go with a burgundy. I'll just bring back over what I've got. So I've got some little ones left, so we'll use these little ones up. Oh, goodness me, glue. Let's just leave it on the table, not touching anything. That should certainly stick. Oh, we've got them all together now. We've got all the green bits together. We still have. That's better. Right. So we're going tiny. Let's go tiny. Let's do some teeny tiny ones. You never know, especially on tags, when you want little tiny embellishments, do you? If I can do a tiny one. Oops, and that's got some glue on it. It's back to front, so better not put it on that underneath. Well, that's got giggler. I'm sure it probably says jiggler, but because it's, I was going to say it's French book, but it's not. Oh, it must be giggler. Jiggler? Pass. Maybe it is jiggler. It's from a butterfly book, so you tell me if you know. A little red one on there. Yeah. Oops. It's a little teeny tiny. Right, shall we have some more music? I've got some partly ripped somewhere. Use my arms. Oh. Right, let's see if we can get that actual, I want it a little bit bigger, piece of, what do you call written music? That actual piece of written music. Notes and staves, and we did. We got it. Oh, I'm really excited because when I switch this camera off and upload, that's it. I'm done for ages and ages, and I'll be away on my holidays. Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. Really excited. Of course, like I say, by the time you see this, I might even have been back talking to you. Yep. Bizarre. I'm not a film this far in advance kind of YouTuber. So what did we put behind there? Let's put this. Let's do what we're supposed to be doing and use the scraps up rather than creating them. I think you're going to be the same size again. Oh, not bad. Okay. Not too bad. Don't know how long I've been on. So it's going to be a quick one. I've got two more after this one. It won't be that quick then, will it? I probably ought to get myself a wiggle on. Because I am literally running out of time now. These are a bit tiny. Don't want two, do we? Oh, that's the one that was ready threaded. I don't want that, so I've only got one more. Just wondering if that's a bit tiny, but we'll go with it. Oh. Should have thought these glues out before I go, that is for sure. Okay, last one then. Last one before the holes. So what have we got left? These are definitely scraps for the bin, aren't they? Don't think I'll get anything out of that. So that one. Whatever size we can get out of the scrap we'll have. And then we'll have a big white one behind it. Oh, let's use that. There's a white piece, look. Just try and get it sort of circular, and then that will be us. Are you excited? Yeah, that's French booklet, book, and don't know what this one is, can't remember. Oh, I'm suddenly having a hot moment. Thought I'd done with all that. Maybe because I'm getting excited about my holiday. Sad, how sad. And I've just spotted I've got a cup of coffee there, not drunk, half drunk. I wonder if it's still warm. I've been filming for over half an hour, so it can't be, can it? Not really. Ta-da! Okay, so yeah, we've got a few bits to put back, but less. Didn't see that one there. Less than we had originally. Two scrappy bits really. Some glues to sort out. Wow, look at all those. In half an hour. Well, I had a couple made, didn't I? Let's not cheat. Did I have 3 made? Can't remember. Yeah, I think I had 3. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, there's 14 there, so yeah. You could make nearly a dozen, couldn't you? What a lovely stash of jewels I'm going to have for my decorating when I come back. Okay, I'm going. I'll have a lovely time. I know I will. Thank you so much for watching my videos while I'm away, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.